Greetings. I wasn't going to come on tonight, but one of the brothers kept hitting me up saying, "Brother Hawkins, you got to go on tonight, because your post is saying that you was gonna come on tonight." But I'm going through something right now. Um, my mom just passed on yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to hit my administrator up and let him know that I was coming on, and he's going to be a little kind of upset. Like I said, I was going to take a little break and not come on, but one of the brothers was letting me know that it was that I come on, and so I decided to come on tonight. And the title of this show tonight is "A King is Coming from the East." A king is coming from the East. I just received um, this week. It was a bittersweet week, with the loss of my mom, who's transcended with the ancestors. Um, I received a letter, and I would say this, that I'm a king is a real king is coming to California, and I've been invited to sit at the table. This is going to happen next year, and some other things are going to be part of that ceremonies, and it's going to be real special. And I would say this: anything I do, it is not just because of me, but it's really because of the craft that I'm a part of. And to the brothers and sisters of this great fraternal order, I don't care what jurisdiction you're in. In my intent as a Mason, as a brother, is to be the example across jurisdictional lines, as how we're supposed to treat each other. I'm not saying I've always been perfect at it. It is truly a growth for me because of things that have been said about me, and I've been in these chat groups and things I once said, and it is what it is. I try to be the example and not be a hindrance to anyone, but to be able to assist and aid individuals along the road. So tonight, if you got something you want to ask me in regards to 2020, that next big event, and that event is going to be for the craft. It's for the craft. Trust me when I say it's for the craft, and I say that because if you can imagine the Oscars, this is that type of setting that I will be involved with. And it's going to be awesome, and it really is. And to be able to receive this invitation and sit at this table is going to be it's going to rock the house. I'm just letting it's going to shock a lot of people, you know, and it goes to show you that if you if you are truly who you say you are in this walk of life, good things are going to happen. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, that doesn't. I've heard it. Uh, you still clandestine. You know what? I'm cool. I'm so cool with that. But this brother right here, man, look, if you're not about building the next person up along your journey in life as you are so called to be a Mason, and all you doing is destruction, well, Masons do some destruction too, but if that's all you about, then you are in the wrong spot. This atmosphere for which we are involved with, this craft for which we all are involved with, is an honorable society of men that is built to help other men's come up. And if you're not able to do that along this journey in life, then why are you even a part of it? You have to ask yourself that. So in this journey of mine, as I muster through it, I want to be able to say that I, as a Mason, did my part in uplifting the craft, not just my jurisdiction, but the craft. And if you can't do that, then why are you a part of the organization for which you claim to love and claim to want to be? You hold this intimate feeling for. Why are you even here when you can't do the very thing that you said you would do? Why are you even here? So next year, April, it's going to be rocking. And if you want to call in and have that conversation tonight about this up and coming special event, you can. I have the opportunity to invite 15 people for this special occasion. And my my kids are going to be there for it, and my grandkids are going to be there for it. I've already invited another gentleman and his wife along the way. I can't renege on that. So I got a few more spots open, and it's going to set the world. It's for masonry, the ancient, free, and accepted Masons, black Masons. I'm being very specific when I say that. This is for us. I'm just letting you, this is for us. And I'm saying it that way because for a long time, you know, we have been in what I would call the shadows, you know. And it's not about being in the shadows no more. You know, we ain't in the shadows no more. So it's time to come out of the shadows. It's time to really do some work about what we're all about. For too long, we've sat idly by and been in the shadows, and now, you know, it's like you're like almost like a stepchild in a sense. But now is the time for you to come out of the shadows. Whatever your jurisdiction is, it's time for you to come out of the shadows. It's time for you to take your rightful place in Freemasonry. It is that time. Granted, I know some of you probably, we've been here all along and we've been doing this. No, you got to do bigger and you got to do better than what you've been doing. See, if all you've ever done is those small projects, that's all you're going to ever get is small projects. You got to aim for the gusto. You got to go all out. You can't just let by and say, well, you know, I'm not going to write the letter or I'm not going to do this. You can't do that no more. Those days are gone. Hold on just a second. Yeah, I still got a phone. I guess they didn't want nothing. But anyway, if you want to call me tonight, you can hit me up at 619-286-0642. So I'm just saying to all of my fraternal brothers, I don't care what jurisdiction, it's time for you to come out of the shadows and do something big and spectacular. When I say that, I mean it's just time for you just to say, this is who we are. Period. Whatever jurisdiction it is time for you to claim that. Step your game up and stop being second to anyone. And that go for my PHA brothers too. It's time for you to do the same thing. Stop taking second fiddles to anybody. Same thing for my ancient free, my modern, and my international, my PHO. It's time for us to stop taking second fiddles to anybody. It's time for people to start asking us, can we recognize them instead of us saying that? It's just time. So when people confront or say these things in regards to who we may be, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. For me, it doesn't. Because I haven't seek, nor have I asked you to recognize me as such. So therefore, it doesn't really matter. But tonight's show is about the coming of the King. Not a Jesus Christ type of king, but he is coming. Hold on just a second. Man, you're killing me tonight. Hello? This is he. Who's calling? Hey, Carlos, I'm going to give you another number to call me at, all right? You want to take it down? 619-985-1184. Yeah, you can call it. All right. Yeah, so that was Carlos trying to get in on the night. I don't have that phone close to me, so it's way over there now. So, you know, he's going to be calling in. I'm going to see what Carlos got to say. Hold on just a second. And we're about to get this work put in tonight. But let me tell you, a king is coming. And, man, I am, like, super excited. It is like the Oscars. That's what I was told. Hello, is this Oscar?
This is Carlos.
Oh, Carlos, I'm sorry there, bruh. Go ahead, talk to me. What's going on with you?
Yeah, man, I just kind of like wanted to find out some information about it in search of the knowledge. I was wondering if it was possible that I maybe could join.
If it was possible that what now?
I said I was wondering if it was possible if I could join.
What, join the Masons?
Yes,
Yeah, you could join the Masons. Where you located?
I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, look. What part?
Oh, I stay in Urban right now.
I tell you what, I'm gonna be in Atlanta soon. Give me about 2 weeks,
Okay.
and hit me up.
Okay, so this number I can hit you up on?
Yeah, you can hit me up on this number.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I got some contacts for you in Atlanta.
Okay, thank you.
All right, then I appreciate it. Say what?
I said, are you going to give me the contacts or just wait for a couple weeks?
No, I tell you what, as soon as I'm done with the show tonight, and if you're still watching, just hit me up or just text me and I'll send it over to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it to you tonight.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right.
Peace. Yeah, so this is what we got going on. So like I said, I personally can't wait until next year, and it's like I said, it's gonna set it off, because what I like about this is that my wife is also involved, and it's so special that they're going to dress us. I'm giving you the tad bits of what of what's going to take place. So they're going to dress us, right, in full African garments from Kenya. That's where the garments are coming from, and right now they're preparing their ceremonies. They're telling me what I need to do and preparing my side on how I need to conduct myself when the king comes. So am I excited? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just giving you a little bit of things that's going to be taking place, but there's more that I've already shared with some brothers that they know. So it's gonna be great. And like I said, this is not about me. Wherever I go, I carry the craft with me, and I conduct myself as I should. So in the process, when individuals ask me, well, about my Grand Lodge or about being a Mason, I can say these things. A brother asked me in regards to, what? If there's not a ancient free Grand Lodge where you at, I'll tell them, hey, join Mainstream or join Prince Hall or do this. And see, for me, it's across the jurisdictional lines. It is, because I've helped people go join Prince Hall lodges. I have, because that's who I am. It wasn't because I thought that they was bad. I just wanted him to be in a good lodge. And I knew the brother in the lodge, so I told him, I said, hey, look, there's no ancient, free, and accepted Mason lodge where this brother is at, but he really wants to be a Mason. Can you help him out? It was yes or no. And they took him on. I'm like, cool, do it. It's all right. It's really all right. It's what you do when you get there. It's what you're being taught when you get there. Now, if they teaching you this, don't talk to me afterwards, then you're in the wrong place, especially after I recommended you. So, so this is where we're at. So I'm looking forward to this great occasion next year, 220. Brothers and sisters of the craft, we are about to set it off. That's my daughter. Hold on a second. Hey, Ashley.
Yeah.
Can I call you back? Hold on a second.
Okay.
So you said Sanaya want to talk to me?
Yeah, Sanaya.
Tell Sanaya I'll call her right back as soon as I'm done.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right.
That's my grandbaby, man. Gran want to talk to you. I should have just told all of y'all good night and talked to my granddaughter, but I'm on here. She be all right. She gonna be okay. So look, right back at it. This is what I like about the show. It's live, bruh. It's live. This is no nothing that's scripted. This is what it is. So whatever comes out comes out. So we're just trying to get it in. And like I said before, this is for the not just for me, but when I go to this event, this is for the craft. It's just time for us to come out the shadows. It's just time for us to step our game up. And while I'm there in his presence, I'm going to talk about the craft. I'm going to talk about the ancient, free, and accepted Masons in the United States. And I'm not saying that I represent everybody. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that wherever I go, I represent the craft. Period. And if he wants to talk to me in regards to that while I'm sitting at the table, we're going to have a conversation. And trust me, yes, I'm going to have on something that's going to signify that's who I am in the presence, because I know, like, at my table there's hold on just a second. Hello, can I help you?
Good evening, sir. How are you?
How you doing? You're kind of breaking up a little bit. How can I help you today?
Well, the wife told me that your mom had passed away.
Yes, she did.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, no problem. Who am I speaking to right now?
This is Bishop Riggs.
Hey, Bishop, can I call you back in just a minute?
No problem.
All right, thank you. I appreciate
All
it.
right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, so with that being said, I'm pretty excited about it, and we're about to set it off. If you're on the team, this is for all of us. I don't care what jurisdiction you're from. If you're on the team to step up, this is for all of us. I'm just letting you know that right now off the cuff. This is not about hey bro, I appreciate that. Thanks. This is for all of us. This is not about me or no show that I got. And as I was speaking with my Grand Master when I got the invitation, he was soaked too. And like I said, for the 5th time, wherever I go, I take the craft with me so I can be the example of what we're all about. So even at this particular event that's going to be taking place, and I'm there, oh yes, you best believe I'm going to talk about the craft, because I'm going to have that opportunity to speak. And yeah, I'm going to put us right up front. I'm putting us right out front. When my time come up to say whatever I got to say, it's going to be about the craft and what we're all about. And those individuals that have supported and know me, we're about to set it off. We are. This is how we getting down. So, and that's that bus. If you want to get on the bus, let's ride it, man. Let's just ride it all the way out. That's my thing. Let's just do it that way. And when you do it that way, you know what? All of us become successful. Not just me, but all of us are successful. And that's what it's all about. How is it that one of us can have some nice things and the other one is suffering? That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not saying I have a whole lot, but what I do have, I'm willing to share. And for those of you who know me, know it's truth. This is not something I'm just talking. So in the process, even being a part of the craft, wherever I go, I'm going to share the craft. Okay? I'm going to share the craft and put it on center stage. So when people talk about Freemasonry, period, they can say, I met this gentleman and he represented very well. It's not about your jurisdiction. It's really not. Not on this stage. On this stage, this is going to be very nice. It's going to be very nice. Absolutely. For real. I appreciate that. Assalamu alaikum, brothers. I enjoy your page. Must keep on being real. All right. Hey, Grant. Hey, wait, bro. I appreciate that, past master. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, as we begin this journey this year, this was one of the goals that I had in mind. So one has already been reached. And as I said before, I had to visit with the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. My Masonic brother, I had already said something big was about to happen. And a lot of people laughed, and a lot of people called me names, and they said things that wasn't quite nice. And then when it happened, they was like shocked and wondering, how did he do that? Now I'm telling you, a king is coming. A king is really coming from the east. And I'm really going to be at the table. I'm letting you know that now. So you won't be saying, well, he said something was going to happen. He didn't. No, I'm not giving you all the details. I'm just being honest that a king is coming. I'm going to be at the table. And they're going to dress my wife and I in their attire for this special event on this day. And from the information I do have in the package, it's like going to the Oscars on the African stage. And I took that. Now, in my package, they also said like Blair Underwood, Jim Brown, some senator or another. I got to go back and look at it. And a congressman. They was just naming different people that I had heard of that have gone through this process for which I'm about to take, and they would also be there at this event. And I'm putting us on stage. I'm gonna take a bite of my apple. I am, bro. I'm having a ball. I'm gonna have a ball doing it. You said white Jesus. Bro, you get me doing that, man. How you gonna come up and say white Jesus on my show, bro? Spirit Dot, man. Oh, wow. You something else, man. This event is going to be in LA. It's going to be in LA. Okay, I can tell you that. It's going to be in LA. It's going to be in LA, and it's going to be at some hotel resort. I'm not giving a name right now. I'm not giving that name right now. I'm going to give it the closer the time comes to it. I'm going to put out more information in regards to it. I would do that because I know some are like, they really want to find out what it is so they can make the calls and say he shouldn't be there. Oh, it's too late. I already got my invitation. I've got my package. It's on. It's popping. And we're about to get down. We are about to turn it up in here. We're about, oh man. Let's see. Let me see. What can I? Hold on just a sec. I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to go get some. I'm going to share it with you. All right, I'm back. Okay, so what I have in my hand right here is my invitation. This is my invitation right here. So on here, on my invitation, I'm gonna tell you what it says. It says induction ceremonies. The induction ceremonies will be the officiated by His Royal Highness. I'm not going to give you the king's name right now. I'm not going to tell you where the king is coming from, but it says Your Royal Highness. The African title, Chief and Elder. He will be in Los Angeles. Your inductee confirmation will be held during the 17th Annual African Goodwill Recognition Awards and induction ceremonies. I'm not giving a date, but this is just a little bit of what I'm going to be involved with, okay? There you go. So I know some of y'all can go back, freeze it, blow it up, see if you can put the date down. But man, I'm on it. I'm overjoyed. Even though right now, I see the condolences coming up in regards to my mother. Even though I see those things popping up, this is like that moment in life to where you can say it's okay. And for those of you who've called me and asked me, my mom lived a full life. She lived a full life, and I'm okay. I'm okay. I work around I work in the hospital, so I see a lot of things happen. A lot. So this is going to hit me a week later. After everything is said and done and I'm settled, it'll hit me then. But right now, I want to just say thank you for everybody who's sending out condolences. I just want to say appreciate it. Brother Hawkins, is that your work in between Raw and Arch on your shirt? Yes. You like that? You like that? Pretty good little shirt, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, check out the bottom. Oh yeah. Was African ever a connection connected to Asia? I believe so. I believe so. Just like they talk about the Middle East, that's North Africa. Such thing as the Middle East. The only thing that bothers me is when we talk about the Middle East and Africa, the continent, is how it's been colonized and broken up, and they make a lot of us over in Africa feel that we're running things, when we know that other countries have come in, split it up, gave it a name, carved it this way, carved it that way, and they've colonized us over there. Let's just be honest. They have. Now, in some parts of Africa, they have not. But for the most part, we know they're raping the resources. They're taking it out, the gold, the diamonds, you name it. Africa has every resource that this world's need is there. So everybody's over there. The Japanese is over there now. China is over there. Russia's over there. America, of course. The Brits, you name it. Everybody but us is over there. And when I say us, I'm just speaking as far as investment wise. It is what it is. That's true. Charles, what's going on, bro? What's happening with you? I appreciate it. I will call you and tell you what after the show. Oh, okay. All right, give me a hit off the show. Wholeness and healing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just reading some of the things that have been saying. Congratulations on meeting the royal family. In addition, I just heard you have oh, okay. I appreciate that, Alex Fitzgerald. I appreciate that. Thank you for your condolences. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Yeah, I see you. Kenneth Hill, you lost your mother about 8 years ago. My condolences. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. But yeah, everything is about to happen within a year. That's like the plan too. I wasn't for sure that this was going to actually take place, to be honest with you, because once I had been asked if I would accept the invitation, and I was so floored, I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And I didn't hear anything for the longest. I mean, for a long time. And I was like, I wasn't for sure. So what happened last week, Thursday, I received this letter in the mail. I didn't even open it. I ain't paying no attention to it until I saw the invitation. My wife opened it and she was like, that's for you. And I was like, really? So when I read it, I was like, man, it was just, I was overjoyed. I was really overjoyed. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful that they asked and chose me to be seated at the table. What more could you ask for out of life, right? I mean, you could ask for a whole lot, but to be invited to sit at the table with a king, a legitimate king, not somebody out. I'm talking about a legitimate king where you can say, hey, look, I've done these things, and then not only that, my plan and objective is to put it on the format, is to put it on the floor. Ooh, wee. Good God. That's what I'm talking about right here, yeah. So that's, right. Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you. So that's my thing. That's what I want to do. I want to put all of that on the floor. When my turn comes to speak, I want to speak about the ancient, free, and accepted Mason. Period. That's how I'm going to break it out. Because I have to send in a bio. I have to send some other works in that I've done. my involvement in the community. I have to send that in. I have to send a complete resume in regards to my journey in life. I have to send that in. And then I got to have a meeting with sponsors because I was sponsored and I was asked. So I got to meet with them. And then they're going to groom me on the protocol and procedures when and how, when the king is present. You got to, I'm not in the loop of everything, but there is a process that I know I have to go through for this particular ceremony. And who knows? Who knows where this is going to take not only myself, but the craft. Because, like I said, when I'm there and when I have that opportunity to speak, I'm going to speak about the craft. I'm going to, and my family and those who have helped me along the way. So this is how it's going to go down. Original Egyptian Masonic Order. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm definitely going to have to look it up. And I'm quite sure someone in that crowd, if I could throw on a Masonic hat while I'm there, I'm a country boy. I would do that, but I know I can't. I know I can't, but it's just the ideal and the excitement that I'm going to have on this special day. And who knows? I don't know if it's going to be broadcast or not, but from what I understand, they are going to broadcast it. What I'm saying, I don't know if it's going to be broadcast here in the United States on television versus being broadcast there on some of the African diaspora channels there. So that's where I'm at with that. And I'm like looking forward to it. I'm legitimately excited and looking forward to this great moment, being on stage next to the king at the table, having a conversation about Freemasonry, about what it is amongst us African Americans here in the United States, and just being a representative in that moment in time. How many of you, I just want to know, because I'm excited, how many of you if had this opportunity like I have, how would your response be? What would you do with it? Because this is what I'm doing with it. What would you do with this moment? This opportunity that's going to be coming up real soon. What would you do with it? You can call me and tell me this is what you would do. Hit me up, 619-985-1184. I'd like to know what would you do? If this was an opportunity that somebody gave you, how would you respond? What would you do with it? Would you put the craft on spotlight? Would you spotlight the craft, as I plan to do? Or will you just, put yourself out? I mean, hey, this is my day, my night. I get to say whatever I want to say. What would you do with that opportunity? I'd like to hear from you. I can't wait to sit down one-on-one with you one day, because we really could have a conversation in Atlanta. A few years back at the Supreme meeting, too much was going on. What's up, brother? Yeah, too much is going on. You know what? I'm no longer with that particular Supreme Council. But definitely when I do get to Atlanta, and I will be there real soon, we can have a conversation then. I'll be to Atlanta real soon, bro. And trust me, sooner than you think. For real. Oh, yeah. Yeah, bro. I believe once I have the opportunity to sit down and talk, be at the table, the conversation is going to be crazy, I bet. Because I got questions I need to ask, in regards to the continent. It's a lot of stuff I don't know. And I would like to have and speak with someone who's lived there all their life. And now here they are. This is shit just like Coming to America, with Eddie Murphy, that type of thing. I like to sit down while I'm there and just talk to the king, ask the king, and his whoever. Hey, I want to know. How is this and why is that? I would like to have that sit down. And I can't wait. I really can't wait. What would be your sole purpose? Represent your order while you're networking. What would be your sole purpose? Represent your order. Yeah, my sole purpose is to represent the order while I'm networking. It is. And I'm going to add to that. Not only to represent, but to man, to uplift. You know, to really to say, hey, look, yes, I'm a part of this organization and this is what this and that, but to be the example, you know, and in the process, you never know what's going to come out of it. Being there, sitting there, you never know the opportunity, the next opportunity that may arise at that table, you know. So in the process of doing all of that, opportunity is everything. Everybody has an agenda. Everybody has an agenda. My agenda is actually to go there, speak on behalf of the craft while I'm there and then giving it opportunity, and to definitely talk about some accomplishments that I've had in my life, because I'm going to put it all on my resume anyway. And who knows what may come out of that? Who knows what other opportunity may arise out of me being there in that atmosphere, where I may be able to go somewhere else and to do something else. And as I move, not only do I take the craft with me, I take my family with me because of the name that we have. And I'm not saying that it's a perfect thing, you know, because I got my faults and all that, but the process, you know, I remember my mom used to always say, and my dad, you know, when you leave the house, you got to understand who child you are, you know. And I don't know if parents still tell their kids back that, but that's what I was told, you know. You got to remember who child you are, you know, who you represent. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to. That's part of my purpose. Freemasonry is the lower level of the global order. Okay, Michael Charles, since you feel that Freemasonry is a lower level of the global order, that's your opinion. You got to start somewhere and work your way up. That's all I got to say about that. You know, let me see, its purpose is to shift out a person worthy of elevation. Okay. At Michael Charles, come on now, show cousin. Well, if Michael wants to, and he's certainly welcome to call into the show. He's certainly welcome to do that. Welcome, Brother Lewis. How you doing, brother? I appreciate that. Welcome aboard. We need a highly structured platform that can be the anchor for all bros and sisters in our community. Why not be the craft? I love it. Yeah, why not? Everybody that's a part of the various jurisdictions, you represent the Masonic order wherever you go. And if you find yourself in a situation where you're going to put the craft in yourself in a predicament to is going to bring a bad eye, I would say remove yourself from the situation. That's what I would say. Remove yourself from the situation. Because we know that if you do anything crazy, out of bounds, the first thing you're going to say, that Mason. They don't care about your jurisdiction. They're going to say that Mason. Period. And we must realize that we are the gatekeepers and the caretakers of the craft. And if we're that, then we have to take care of the craft. We really do. We have to do a better job at it. When we bring in individuals, sisters or brothers, we really have to do a better job at taking care of the craft. Absolutely. I have benefited from that and would never decline a chance to be in front of Royal. Oh, yeah, man. You know, I mean, I've heard people say, oh, man, don't even worry about it. No, I'm taking this. I'm doing the thing, as they say. Oh, I'm rolling with it. As they say, make it do what it do. I would come in humble and ask many questions as possible and speak on the craft after experience and find a similarities in the nuances of the ritual. Oh yeah, global order. Man, y'all, man, My wife brought me something to eat. I'm letting it get cold. But let me see. I know somebody said that brother be eating and everything on his show, and he's just all over the place. Look, man, this is a conversation piece between me and you and the sisters who's ever. This is a conversation piece. This I'm not trying to showboat. This is that. This is where you come to hold a conversation at, and it's open to all the craft and even some trolls that may be on here. And my administrator is going to kick my butt because it's late and I should have told him I was coming on. But to be truthful, I wasn't planning on coming on because of what's taking place in my life right now. But because I think it was Brother Charles that was blowing me up, talking about, man, you need to come on tonight, brother, because you made a statement that people want to know what's about to take place. So I'm here. I'm here. Now, you know what? I'm having a ball right now. What's at the table? What's up, Charles? How you doing? Yeah, bruh. C says, I just heard a repass after our lodgement. Oh, okay. United Sabine Grand Lodge of Freeman. Ron, where is that at? I'm just trying to. Your United Sabine Grand Lodge of Freemasonry. I've never heard of that one. Where is that at, bro? Share that. I admire the oneness. Whoa, I almost lost that. I admire the oneness of brother's speech. I know there is a York Rite, Scottish Rite. Look forward to seeing the African rites in the global Freemasonry. African rites. You know what? You're making me think. While I'm there, I'm going to ask him all I can think of. I'm just going to write down some questions and I'm going to ask. Period. And I'm quite sure the guests. Look, here's the special part on that. I have the opportunity of inviting 15 people to be my special guest at the table. Okay? 15. So I know I'm going to have my grandkids there. I know I'm going to have my wife, my two kids. So I'm going to have us there. 6 people already. The rest, which is another 10 people. No, 9 people. I'm just going to invite some brothers and sisters of the craft. I'm going to have a couple of sisters of the order there, and I'm going to have some brothers of the craft there. And everybody will not be from my jurisdiction that's going to be at my table. Hear me clearly. I have the opportunity of inviting 15 people. 6 of the chairs or seats at the table is already sewn up by my family. The remainder will be for brothers of the craft from different jurisdictions. That's the way I want to have it. That's truth. I've already called one up and invited him to come out. I have. And I will be seeing him in about another week. So this is going to be something special. Yes. I, as a person, haven't always known Mason to be productive members of the society. I started observing media and didn't know Masons, Freemasons, etc. had acceptance, etc. I grew up in MDDC. All right, Dan. Sarah, you'll make sure you remind me, huh? Yeah, I see the video speaking about today is good that you keep your word and did this video. Yeah, man. Hey, look. I wasn't in a funk, but I was just kind of kick back, just kind of kick back. And I just want to let the brother know who was hitting me up about coming on how much I appreciate him. Hold on, I'm going to find out exactly who it is. I want to say it was Brother Charles that was hitting me up, telling me, man, you need to come on tonight. I don't know what you're waiting on. Yeah, it was Charles. His big old head. Brother Tony, are you going live today? People are because of the post that you set. Had a reminder that you were going live, but you have done a show on the topic. And I was like, okay, I'm going live, bro. I appreciate it. I really do. I want to send him a big shout out, tell him how much I appreciate him for the reminder, because I was just in that spot, I know my past chef is a mason, chief is a mason. May I invite him to contact you? Yeah, why not? That's fine. That's fine, bro. Brother Hawkins Muhammad, a new day has dawned. The light is now in the west. The reformation is taking place in the west. The holy place is now the west. 357. Oh, man. Grand greeting. What's up, Malcolm Prophet? Where you been hiding at, Malcolm? Where you been at, man? Huh? What's been going on with you, Malcolm Prophet? You know what? We are absolutely traveling west. We are. We are absolutely traveling west. That's for real. So look. Oh, let's talk about Walt Disney, huh? Yeah, he was the 33rd. He sure was. And if you ever watch a lot of Walt Disney's movies, he put a lot of stuff in his movies. Well, he's dead and gone, but Disney put a lot of Masonic stuff in their movies. They do. A lot of subliminal messaging, a lot of things that are hidden in the background. If you freeze a frame, you'll see like 357. You'll see the all-seeing eye. You'll see the square and the compass. It's all there. I'll tell you what, you can do one better. If you will Google Walt Disney and Freemasonry, subliminal messaging, man, you'll be surprised at what pop up. And it's great stuff. I mean, because it's right in front of your face. Oh yeah, Star Wars too. We can get down with that. I'm gonna share this with you before I get ready to go. And I'm gonna talk briefly a moment about the Royal Arch degree. So, just so you know, in the Royal Arch degree, you get a keystone, like right here. Okay, this is a keystone. Now, I don't know how many of you have watched the movie John Wick 3, Part 3. Now, here's the killer to the movie. In the movie John Wick that they had what they call a marker. This is also called a marker. If you have been initiated in the Royal Arch degree, coming through those other 6 degrees before you get to the Royal Arch degree, you understand that your marker is very important. Your marker identifies who you are because you have that mark. That is your mark. Now, if you give your marker to a brother, you must uphold your oath according to what you said. This is in the Royal Arch degree. So in John Wick, the movie, every time a favor was returned, there was a marker given to identify who it was. He would slide the marker over on the table and the person would open the marker. They couldn't refuse what he asked them to do, just like he couldn't refuse what they asked of him to do, even though he had already gotten out of the game. Now, you know that in a Royal Arch degree, if you walk outside of the veils in the Royal Arch degree, you will be considered on holy ground. In John Wick, the movie, the hotel was holy ground. No matter what you have done, no matter if you was mad at the next person, you could not have a shoot out or shoot down or whatever on holy ground. You couldn't have it. It would be like blasphemy. It was just something you just wouldn't do. So if you watch John Wick, what happened in that particular movie, after John Wick was given the marker, he completed the job and he found out that the brother had betrayed him after he had done the job. So he hunted him down, followed him to the holy ground, and he killed him. And he was excommunicated, expelled. So then he had to meet with the keeper of the house. You know, the Royal Lodge do have the keeper of the seal. Just so you know. But anyway, so he had to meet with the keeper of the house, the guy who ran the hotel. So in the process of meeting with him, he told John that there was a mark on his head. Told him that told John that a mark had been. He asked him how many. And he said all of them. I think they had like over $1 million out on them or something. It was huge. But anyway, he told the keeper, he said, tell them all, I will kill them all. And the dude said, are you sure? So as part 2 of John Wick was going off, you remember he started taking off running because he noticed that on the phone call, dude said stop, and everybody in the park stopped. And he told him, I can get to you anytime. He gave John Wick 1 hour to escape. Now, fast forward to part 3. If you know anything about the Knights Templars and John Wick part 3, you know when the lady came and went to the top of the building, she was talking to the, who was that? Lawrence Fishburne. He the guy that ran the underground. And she said that, how did John Wick escape? Right? How did he get away? And so he wouldn't tell. And what did he receive? 7 cuts. The final cut was to the head. I'm just saying, y'all need to pay attention to the movies. So in the process, John Wick had to walk the hot burning sands across the desert. Did he not? And there in the desert was what? Remember? Come on now. Y'all need to follow me now. Come on, be messing with me. Y'all remember the movie? So he walked, after he had done all of that, he escaped. He goes across the hot burning sands of the desert, and there he finds the high priest, right? It's not the high priest. I can't think of his name. There's a name for the person that he found in the desert. He had the females, he had the water, he had everything. So John had to wash himself before he came into his presence. Stopped by the well of Zamzam, washed himself, went before the presence, and he needed to find out how can he sever his debt. What was it going to take? You remember that part? And he had to ride that camel. Come on now. They just show it to you in the movie. They put it right there for you. You as Mason have to be able to decide this stuff. Because it's true. It's right there. So if you go back and watch John Wick, you can watch all 3 of them. It's Masonic all through the thing. It really is. I get a kick out of it. You know, especially when you know what you know. When you're looking at it, you be like, oh, that's nice. And it's true. I'll tell you another good movie you might want to watch. It's called The Kingsman. That's an excellent movie to watch. Have a lot of Masonic subliminal messages in there. If you are really studying the craft and the esoteric side, you will find that the Kingsman is full of Masonic stuff. Full of it. You know? It really is. What about Eyes Wide? Oh my God! Eyes Wide Shut. Look, I don't know how many of you are 33rds. I don't know. But why Eyes Wide Shut? Man, you gonna make me smack on. Bruh. Man, you got me all excited. That movie? Yeah. Yeah. Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, yeah. Notice what's on the table. His kitchen, too. Or... oh, man. Oh, for sure. For sure. We need individuals with will to utilize their special gift, not puppets just following orders. Oh, for sure. I will agree with that. Oh, yeah. That I could vouch for. Oh, yeah. The Matrix. The Matrix is one of the most, to me, it's epic. Because he goes through he goes from an initiation, passing, and raising. Yeah, in the Matrix, he goes from initiation, a passing, and a raising. The last trilogy to the Matrix, he get raised. That's a fact. In the middle part, he becomes, when he's that, to me, when he's that fellowcraft, he's learning about the nuances of how he's able to manipulate the matrix. Okay, that's what he's learning in the trilogy that I think is like part 2. He's really learning how to manipulate the matrix and what he can do, how he can bend it and shape it, the whole thing. Now in part 1, he got initiated, because you notice that the process for him to understand who he was as an initiate, he had some tests to go through. One is when he had to jump from one building to the next, and when he was in the crowd of all of the agents, okay, and Morpheus was trying to tell him that he needs to always be on guard. So this lady with the red dress walks past him. All right, he turns around to look at her, but when he turns back around, there's an agent with a gun pointed in his head. Initiation process. That was a process in the fellowcraft degree part. To me, in the Matrix, where he learned to manipulate the Matrix and how he's able to travel within it. Then when he gets to part 3, he gets raised, because let me tell you, the key point to me is that when he was with Trilogy, when they went all the way up in the aircraft or the spaceship, whatever they was in, and they hit a certain peak and there was nothing but light, and it was like, oh, it's so beautiful. And then he fell back down, going back down to his lower part, or his lower self. Boom. But in the end, he made a deal with the machines. He allowed the machines to take and to come into him, and they carried him off. And that was his raising part. I'm just saying, that's Matrix. That's what I got out of it from watching it all the way through. Initiation, raise. And there was some higher degree stuff in there, but for the most part, in a nutshell, that's what I got out of the Matrix. What else we got here? The National Treasure was in your face. That was all about Freemasonry. To me, that movie was used to boost the membership in Freemasonry. I'm just letting you know. To me, I feel that was a Freemasonry feel-good movie to boost membership. That's my opinion. The Supreme Grand Lodge, Supreme Council Master, okay. Protecting the seat of the Supreme Grand Masters. Oh, okay, Dr. Yo. What's up, brother? How you doing? All right. Need baby, talk to me. I appreciate that. Great to have you on tonight. All right, let's see what up. Neo is 1 backwards, which is EA. I didn't even see that one coming, brother. I did not even see that one coming. Neo is 1 backwards, which is EA. Damn it. Boy, y'all on one. The key maker. Oh yeah, the key maker. So the key maker, that is a upper house degree that deals with keys. I'm gonna have to go get. I gotta go. I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna go and get my upper house book where I can see the different degrees but the key, the key maker. The building that symbolizing the leap of faith. Not from what I've seen, although I've seen there might be something in play, but as far as I trust is not given. The Lexor is not something I can do, but I'm still watching with an open mind. Okay. The U.S. Marine Corps is full of Masonic practices. I've never been a Marine, but if you're telling me that and you have been a Marine and you are a Marine, there may be some truth to it. Yeah, shout out your number before you go. All right, so my number is going to be 619-985-1184. And yeah, I'm about to lock it down for the night. I got some other stuff I got to do. I just want to say I appreciate everybody. Thank you for the condolences, and they're well received. What more can you say? I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you. Again, that number is 619-985-1184. I appreciate it. Charles, let's talk about who is able to go above the 33rd degree. Have you heard of any black brothers? Okay. Let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna answer this one real quick. We'll talk to y'all later, but the wife is calling at Brother Hawkins. You know. Yeah, bro, I know how that is. Hold on a second. This brother was asking something in regards to the upper degrees. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about who is able to go above the 33rd. Have you heard of any black brothers doing so? Yes, I am one of them. There are many African American brothers who have degrees that are above the 33rd. We do. As a matter of fact, when I was at the table with the minister, he even talked about going higher than 33rd. He talked about 360 degrees complete. And he even gave a lecture to us on that. So yeah, it's because at a 32nd, you're just beginning, you're still frozen at a 32nd. In a 33rd degree, you're just now to really kind of become unthaw. You're still yet frozen. But once you become, once you get higher than that, in my own personal experience, you see Masonry from a different perspective, a different light. You really do. This is why I say often that Masonry is bigger than where you at, because once you leave this country and its borders, you will find various rites to Freemasonry that is not practiced here in the United States. And because they're not, some will call them clandestine or is not good works or whatever. But there are many rites to Freemasonry that is not practiced here in the United States, but it's definitely practiced abroad. That is true. All right, James Bond 007 movies. Well, I'm not really a big James Bond fan, but I'm quite sure there is a lot of Masonic stuff in his movies. I'm just not one. Oh, really? That James Bond Ron Mack. Really? Okay, I might check that out. 360 degrees of wholeness. Yes. Absolutely. So look, I'm going to call it a night. I want to say I appreciate everybody for popping in. I hope you've already gotten my number. I'm going to get something to eat, and I'm going to take care of a little bit more some. And we're going to do what we do, baby. But whatever you do, please stay out the bushes, keep your light on. And thank you for tuning in. And I appreciate everyone and their support and condolences. And this is what Masonry is all about. Having a great conversation and really kind of chatting it up and learning something from everybody, because nobody knows it all. Peace and be well. I don't think I'm going nowhere.